Right, we're talking about Raheem Sterling. Do you know what? Raheem Sterling's a strange one because very much like, yesterday we were talking about Harry Kane. He divides opinion. There are some people out there that still doubt it. Raheem Sterling's the same, isn't he? What are you going to say?
No, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Remember we had the whole Salah debate and you went,
Yeah.
What's your noise for Raheem Sterling?
What, now or
Now,
beforehand?
Now,
my noise for Raheem Sterling is,
Yeah.
that, yeah. But about a year ago, it would have been, I think one of his problems, Raheem Sterling, was he holds the ball up for too long. Is what I used to think.
I think for me it was in front of goal. He was a little bit erratic in front of goal.
What's your noise for Raheem Sterling now?
Oof, yes.
Yeah. Just going through his stats, just quickly, 97 Premier League goals, so he's going to join the 100 club.
Easy.
He is, listen to this is quite incredible. He's 8 goals off England's all-time scorer in the Champions League.
Unbelievable, that.
Not just for City, right, or Liverpool.
England.
He's 8 goals off England's all-time scorer in the Champions League.
Unbelievable.
You sort of feel like you've got to say that another time. One more time. That's incredible. So in 8 goals, out of every player that's ever played in the competition who's been English, he would have been the greatest goal scorer ever.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
That's incredible. Why are there doubters?
I have no idea. And again, it's like the Harry Kane situation.
It is exactly like Harry
listen,
Kane.
I can't lie. Before the World Cup, in terms of the form leading up to the European Championship, my front three was Kane.
So do you mean Euros or World Cup?
Euros.
Okay, so you said World Cup. We'll go back. Start again.
So my team before the Euros, when we was asked to pick our 11s, was Foden on the left because Foden had been keeping him out of Manchester City.
Agreed.
Sancho on the right because Kane needed a bit of pace, and obviously Kane down the middle. But straight away, it was like Gareth Southgate had no doubts whatsoever. Raheem Sterling is my player. Like, is my guy. Do you know what I mean? If I need to lean on somebody, I'm going to lean on Raheem Sterling because I know how good he is. He can produce the goods. He'll always score goals. I can trust him. And I know in the biggest moments, he can step up. And we was all wrong. He was 100%.
That's exactly how I felt.
He was 100% right to put Raheem Sterling in because for me, Raheem Sterling was the best player at the Euros for England.
Without doubt.
I thought he was.
He got us out of trouble many a time. And there were moments last night where he got the ball and he ran at the Polish defence and they were scared to go near him. There was one where about 4 players came towards him, just out, I think it was in the first half, just outside their area, and he sort of skipped through them. No one would go near him.
He's just got that much pace. I mean, you'd have to say.
Sorry, Benny, there was a moment in the second half where he had the ball just inside their penalty area and he tried to beat the same player about 5 times and in the end lost the ball. That's the thing that frustrates me about him.
Yeah, listen, I get that, but I don't think he does that often. But what I'll say is, since he's been at Manchester City since 2015-16 season, that's when he got there, and he just got better and better. I mean, he had a period there, from 2017-18 where he got 18, then 17, then 20. Them 3 years there, he was on top form.
Yeah.
But he's one of them players that you still can't stop him. He's good on the ball. He's got a good touch. He can now finish. Guardiola's kind of making him the finish article. He makes really intelligent runs. He's a nuisance. He's a pest. He comes to feet, gets the ball to his feet, or if you get tight to him, he just spins you, runs it the other way. I mean, he's got so many different armories, do you know what I mean, in his locker in terms of how he can hurt you, that he is turning into the top player. And when you read all them stats that you just said there, in terms of he's only 3 goals off the 100 club, he's only 8 goals off the Champions League all-time English goal scorer. He's still only 26.
Frightening. He's got 7 England caps as well.
17 England caps, he's only 26.
Does he start for Man City? You mentioned Mahrez, you mentioned Foden.
I'm starting him ahead of both of them.
My understanding is Grealish, Torres and Jesus have got the most minutes of any front three of Man City this season.
They have been brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, Florent Torres has kind of taken that centre-forward mantle as his own.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't sign a centre-forward, and he kind of stepped up and went, you know what? I'll be that centre-forward. Gabriel Jesus looks a lot more comfortable coming from the right. His movement and his work rate is incredible.
Doesn't he look more comfortable?
Well, he's more comfortable.
Unbelievable.
But his work rate, his movement looks good. Yeah. And obviously Grealish is coming and just adds that little bit of
So your
guile.
Front three for City will be who? Sterling?
My front three for City would be Sterling, Grealish and Torres down the middle.
Oh, right, okay. How do you think Man City fans will vote?
I don't know. It's a difficult one because, listen, they've seen Raheem at the very, very top, how good he's been for Manchester City. But there's an argument that Grealish and Gabriel Jesus have started the season really well. So
what should you do with Foden when he comes back?
He's got to wait his turn. You have to wait. Unfortunately, wow. I think you're a Manchester City squad now where you don't automatically just walk back into a team. And I think you started to learn that more so with Yaya Toure when him and Pep started to kind of distance himself, because he was unbelievable, by the way, Yaya. Mm-hmm. And even Sergio, the all-time record goal scorer, we started to see him less and less. So I think with Pep Guardiola, certainly you don't just walk back into this side. You have to earn the right to get back into this side.
Is he? I don't want to use the term world class. We use it too often. It's so difficult because world class is Messi and Ronaldo, Kane, Lewandowski. Where do you put Raheem Sterling on the scale? If they're 10s, where's Raheem Sterling?
I think he's probably just below world class. I mean, if you start looking at wide men in the Premier League, who I'd probably say are better than him. For me, the best wide man in the league is Salah. I think he's incredible.
Okay.
I'd put him and Mane probably in the same bracket.
Sorry, who and Mane?
Sterling.
Right.
So I think they're top players. Like, obviously, I don't think they're like right. Do you know what I mean?
But 26 is still not reached his peak. 27 is the peak. Is that right?
26 years old and 70 caps, amount of goals.
Yeah.
But for me, Salah's the best wide man in the Premier League.
Let's put it out there. We're talking about Raheem Sterling. I mean, you cannot argue with his stats. He's 3 short of the 100 club. He's 8 goals off England's all-time score in the Champions League. He's just won his 7th cap for England, and he's only 26. Are there any doubters of Raheem Sterling out there? And if so, why? And also for Man City fans, I want to hear from you. Does he start in your front 3? Lots to talk about. One number to dial. As always, pick up the phone and get involved. 08717 22 3344. It's me, Anna Goldstein. Darren Bent on Drive on talkSPORT with WeBuyAnyCar.com. There's now over 375 branches nationwide. Find your closest now.